Hmm? Riyadh.
Okay, is that
You are ready.
right? Thank you so much
Yes,
for
greetings.
agreeing to do this interview for MzansiReggae.
Yes. Greetings.
So first things first, who is King Roots International?
Okay. King Woods International is a DJ and sound system from the United States of America, Brooklyn, New York. And I moved here in 2005. So, yeah, so that's my little background.
Yeah.
DJ from Brooklyn, New York, repatriated from the States to Africa.
But back in Brooklyn, how did it all start? What was
Okay, so it was me and another childhood friend by the name of Winston James. We used to go to these parties, which those days we called it block parties, and we saw a sound system from Jamaica. It was called Third World Sound System. We was around 16. We were around 16-year-olds, and then that excitement of seeing a sound system really triggered us. Then now my brother, my elder brother, which is Rastawanda, he now also was moving with a sound system called King David. Right now, King David sound system came to did his 17th birthday party. When we saw when we saw that sound system also doing his party, also intrigued us. So the culture was always there, coming from the West Indian background. You know what I mean? From Jamaica to Trinidad, it was always there. You know.
so when you grew up, you were always surrounded by
By
reggae
music,
yeah.
by say by between calypso, which is by calypso and reggae itself.
Yeah.
The first started off with dub because those are brothers at that time, and then we moved on to what we call, I guess, reggae now, which are
Yeah.
Bob Marley's and stuff like that. Your Peter Toshes.
So when you saw them playing the sound system playing, what was your first reaction? Like, what made you, you seeing these people playing and you're thinking, oh wow.
No, I wanted to do
I
that.
wanna do that,
Instantly,
yeah.
I just wanted to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw that there was the vibration was nice, and those days also it was like a selector would play two like about a minute or so of the vocals, then he'll go into instrumental. Then you have a man toast on the mic, and when I saw that now, a guy
Yeah.
singing live now, I fell in love with it one time. I
Yeah.
always love a guy who could talk on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always fell in love with that.
So, but
Toast on
have
the mic.
you besides being a sound system man, have you also toasted before?
No, I
Have you
don't.
tried?
I was never really a mic person, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I like being behind the scenes, you know?
Yeah.
The technical part. I always into the technical part. That's
Yeah.
what I loved. That was my favorite
Yeah.
thing there. Then we moved on to the DJing thing,
Yeah.
you know? Mm.
Yeah. And do you remember your first record that you played?
Crazy Girl.
Crazy Girl.
Half pint.
Yeah.
You got to be crazy. Me and my friend, we went to the Whitty's record shop on Utica Avenue.
Yeah.
That's in Flatbush, Brooklyn. We bought that was our first record.
Yeah.
Crazy Girl, and our second record was London by Lee Van Cleef. I still remember that, yeah.
And
Because we played
why
that song
Crazy
about
Girl?
20. Because that song Half Pipe, it was about crazy girls. You know what I mean? At that time, we're teenagers.
Yeah, teenagers.
Girls are crazy. You see, I don't want to get in depth of the song, but it was mostly on
You
that
can.
level,
You can.
Well, Crazy Girl was about, girls on the streets, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, basically that's it,
Yeah.
Just put two and two together, you understand what I mean when I say girls on the streets,
Yeah.
And that was like the early stages of, I could say dancehall maybe? Yeah, because those days dancehall wasn't really, how can I say, raunchy
Popular,
tracks.
yeah. Oh,
Dancehall was like going into a dance hall, you understand, yeah. So that was like the early stages of dancehall, yeah.
And what was the name of your system then?
That was King Roots International Sound
Yeah,
System.
oh,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was always
They used to call me Roots. That's Roots. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. When I came this side here, they used to call me King Roots, King Roots. So it just stuck.
So it's
Yeah,
just
it just stuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
But originally on that side, it was just Roots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, I got the roots now from my brothers, because my brothers and them were Rasta at that time in the early '80s,
Yeah.
and that was like a new phenomenon in New York also.
Yeah.
So that's how I acquired that name.
Yeah. And you were together for how long before you came this side?
Say again, who was this?
Like you
And my friend.
And your friend, yeah.
From since the 80s, since the 80s. So that's over 20-something years. Since 20-something years,
And then, so coming to the side, what was your reason coming to Africa?
First, my brother came. He came to Zimbabwe, and he used to take my the mixed cassettes, and he used to bring it to Zim. And there was another elder also on this side also, named Ras Chedza. He also used to also get my music. And those are the ones that used to be like, yo, you need to come to Africa. You need to come take a trip to Africa. And in 1998, I made my first trip and I went to Zimbabwe, but just to see, and then when I saw, instantly I had to say I got to come back again. So that's when I came back again in 2000.
So when you came back, you went to Zim also, or you came back to...
First I went to Zim, right, and then I came to South Africa, and in 2000, then I met up with the Admiral and Appleseed, and they were playing in a place called Tandoors at the time, and then they invited me. So 2000 was a very good year for me. I can't complain.
So in how long did you stay in Zim?
6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
And did you venture into any reggae scene? Did you do anything?
Just the two. I did the 2 shows in Zim at that time, and then after that I was going between Zim, Botswana, and Cape Town, not Johannesburg. Johannesburg, I only came that one time when I was with the Admiral and Appleseed. Yes.
So you came to Joburg and...
Again, I said, I fell in everywhere where I went in Africa. I found a place, I fell in love with it, you see?
So is it the people, or it's just the reggae culture?
The people at first, and then the beginnings of... Because those were, to me, those was... People said it was reggae going on, but for some reason I felt like those were like the... You know what I mean? The springboard of reggae. You know what I mean? Especially in that Yeovil, Rocky Street. I mean, I can't complain. I had very nice times there. You know what I mean? Until I started venturing off into the east and different places like that. But originally it was in Rocky Street.
And then from there, what happened?
From there, then we moved on to the Soweto scene. There was a place called Mzansi, I don't want to say it. Mzansi Hall. Right. Right. I went there first originally with a brother named Elijah. He took us there. And then I came back again with Lastborn. Lastborn, he also used to do it. Then I met Ikamos. So that Soweto scene was going on for a while. And then again we shift again. That's when we came over to the East Rand side.
And how did you link up with Lastborn at
Lastborn, I met him in Yeovil. Yeovil. Because we used to do, all right. So when we started doing sound system now, it was originally me and Born African. We did something called African Roots together. And Lastborn used to help us getting the sound system, because there was those days there was no sound system really that we could get our hands on. Lastborn is the one that took us to the South African Roadie Association. And those guys used to give us sound system, used to lend a sound system, until after a while, economics started stepping in, so we kind of ventured off differently from that.
Okay, and then when it comes to the sound system culture in South Africa, like where are we at?
That's a good question. Because I think the one who I could truly say, the first sound, when mobile sound system I saw was Jack Crucial, and it was Jack Crucial and Cutting Edge. I think Gladys Whaler. They had combined sound together. You see? After them was Kebra Ethiopia. And then now later on, as you see it now, late in the 2000s, now you get your Gigs Pro and your Ikamos, but I think there could be more, truly more. The space is there. The people are there, you know what I mean? 60-something million Southern Africans. You need a whole lot more sound system.
But what's different about sound system as a culture or as a sound
where I come from, guys move around with 40, 50 speaker boxes. Not 4 boxes and not 6 boxes. So that's basically it. More boxes, more people in it. So you got more guys pushing the music. But over here now there was more like more DJs. No sound. You know what I mean? So that can't work really too much. You know what I mean? You need more sound system, less DJs. And then you need more how can I say, committed sound systems now. The guys who can live off a sound. You know what I mean? Not just okay, I buy 2 speaker boxes a day, I play some little parties, and then I'm satisfied with that. You know, you gotta live it. You know what I mean? You gotta be a part of it.
But what I want to get at, what's the difference between that and just being a DJ? You know, going to a
What do you mean?
and playing.
Of course, when you say as a hooking up sound system,
Yeah.
okay, that's not that we call now amplifiers. You gotta get amplifiers, mixer boards, your sub bass, your mids, your tweeters and stuff like that. While now a mobile DJ, he just moves around with his vinyls or his CDs or his laptop, and that's basically it.
Yeah,
so
but
that's
what-
not a
what
sound
do you-
system.
Oh,
You're just a
it's not
DJ. You're just a
yeah.
DJ. Yeah. Sound system is sound system, a whole
system as a whole.
equipment. You know,
Yeah.
you understand. It's like you can't be a cameraman and all you just have is this, it's a simple camera. You gotta have a whole system, your lights, your
Yeah.
boom mic, and everything together with it.
And for you in South Africa, like we don't have that culture, you know, like you're saying, we don't have a lot of people. How are you surviving in
When you say you don't have the culture, what do you mean?
no,
Like
I mean
what?
in the sound system culture, it's not as like you're saying there could be improvement. So you as King Roots International, how are you surviving in
Well, I don't really survive. I'm living, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I give thanks that I could live. You know what I mean? I survive. I use my sound system as a give back, or to push reggae culture, because I see where it lacks. So, as you saw last year, not really last year, but let's say around 2015, we found a location which was Art Center in the East Rand, and we try to make that now a place to rise guys now, to rise MCs, to rise DJs, to rise even sound systems out of that too, so they could come and get that same feeling I felt when I first saw a sound system.
Yeah.
You see, but okay, unfortunately that didn't work out. We still was blessed with a place called Taquani Park now.
Yeah.
Now that park now, again, now we try to push the culture and everything like that. So my sound and what we do now is more for like teaching. Yeah, we try to teach and try to see our give back to those who will now have a mobile laptop and those CDJs. They want to get the feeling of having a bass line, a mid-range, and a tweeter. That's basically what we are doing now.
and
you know?
and are you getting, how's the feedback from people that you are trying to help from
Well, okay, if I say basically on social media, I don't have no problems with anybody, you know what I mean? Those who show love, they show love. Those who show hate, well, I still go on, you understand, you know? But on the street, again, the people show love, you know, I don't have no problems with anybody.
But do you find Uguti, do you have people who come to you and ask, you know, can you do this for me? Can you help me out with this?
Can I help them to play and stuff like that?
Yeah,
I
just
can't
let's say
I
mentorship.
can't please everybody. Yeah, I can't help everyone. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have to show me that. First, you have to show me that you could do something. You understand? Because you see now, these days through technology, it's very easy to say I could mix and stuff like that, and you could fool people like that. But me now, who's been in since the 80s, you can't fool me. I can understand when somebody's mixing. I can understand when a machine is mixing.
Yeah.
You understand? If you're not making if you're not trying to make your own personal CDs, if you're not trying to make now we don't do cassettes anymore, but if you're not trying to get your music or your recordings or your MC skills out there, if I'm not seeing that you are trying to do it, I can't help you. Yeah, I can't help you. You have to try first, and then we can see if we can pick it up. You know what I mean?
And then when it comes to urban
Culture. Yeah,
yes. How
this is the
did
shot.
that? Yeah.
That's now involvement of me and my wife.
Yeah.
Now, again, now we got to go back to the elders now. Now, my elder brother, now, when he first came to Southern Africa, he was working with 3 other brothers, right? Now, they formed something called African Shumba in Zimbabwe, right? So now, each one now, they branched off. One went to Cape Town, one stayed in Johannesburg, and one stayed in Zimbabwe. All right. In the early stages, my elder Rashchedza was telling me to work in the shop there in Rocky Street in those days. All right. Those are the times when no music was going on, or maybe I wasn't doing anything on the musical level. Right. So then in the same Rocky Street, I met my wife. Now my wife now moved on East Rand. So I moved to the East Rand. You see? Now, of course, in the East Rand, I can't just live off sound system on this side, there wasn't enough people. I wouldn't say that. Okay, there wasn't enough paying people on the East Rand, and really locations for parties wasn't really like there was no venues really to were supporting us in the sound system culture. So me and my wife, we opened up a little tent there in Alberton, and from the tent now to a shop. So that's how it is.
Has been that journey, you know?
I love that journey. No, it's reggae. You know, you can see if you've been in the shop, you know, it's just a reggae. So I'm very reggae orientated. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's definitely will take care. Yeah, you take care. Y'all got say you promote reggae. Reggae will promote you. That's why we're sitting together now. You see?
Yeah, that's true.
MzansiReggae. You see?
So let's talk about the state of reggae. You know, when we were coming here, you know, we had a brief chat about it. Well, what are your feelings about our state right now?
From where on my personal
on your
view,
personal view,
we're working and we're trying our hardest to push reggae. Now, again, on a personal view, I could say that in the 1980s in New York, reggae was not something that was number one anyway. It was always like in the, you know, those days we used to keep basement parties. It was like underground, you know what I mean, before it even, and even to be honest with you, even to today, I still see certain people say they're still fighting to get that reggae where it's supposed to be, but it's all right. You know what I mean? The culture is still there and it's still growing. Here in SA, I can't say how it is because I have to talk to the brothers and sisters, and when I talk to the brothers and sisters, I get mixed views. Some people will tell me, yes, it's growing, and some people tell me, things are not going right because of the selectors and this and that. I don't really get involved in that, you see, and I think that's what's making them slow because if they're knocking heads, then you know. But on my part, I pretty much say it's going forward. Yeah, I don't think it's going bad.
So when it comes to those conflicts, you know, you have been in this for long, you know, and you know what's happening where. What would be your advice to everyone? Where can we, you know,
to get away from it?
Yeah.
But you know, I think some people they have a tendency to like drama. Yeah, some people they feed off of drama. I don't know, there's a culture of love like that, you know. I like drama. If I don't have drama in my life, I don't feel special. I don't know where that comes from, you see. If you see drama coming, you got two choices. You're either going to take that drama and build on it to make you stronger, or you just avoid it. You see? So I choose both. Yeah. I could take a little drama, you know what I mean? But I won't stoop to the level of the person that's bringing the drama. I'll try to go above it. You see? Or I just stay away from it. You know, I divert from it.
So the advice would be, you know,
just get away from it. But you see, it's going to be hard too because sometimes the drama is you live near the drama. The drama's in the community. Yeah. You see,
everywhere you turn
is the drama. You see, so you gotta, you know, take yourself away in a certain level. You know, or get yourself out of that. Rise above it. You know what I mean? I know it's hard, but it could be done. It could be done. You know,
Okay, let's talk about 2020.
Let's do it.
You know what's happening around us nowadays, and you have chosen to, well, not chosen, for lack of a better word, to do online streaming.
Right.
You know, do you think it's the future? Online could be.
Definitely think it's that way. Definitely. And it's an outlet for us to now push reggae now for the digital aspect. Definitely. I don't see no stopping us now. We're not regulated. You know, like back in the days, I used to try to get on YFM, and I remember the admin used to tell me, "Well, Roots, you can't play that song. You can't play the song. You can't do this. You can't do that." You know what I mean? But now it's like I'm free. The most I could tell the artists now is when you make music or when you do your DJs and stuff like that. When you do your DJ mixes, is just remember that these artists' musics are controlled on Facebook, so they could mute you. But that's another good thing too, because now that makes you now go and work on your own. Yeah. You understand your own talent now. You don't have to pay the artists from Jamaica. You know what I mean? These artists who are local now, every day they're supposed to be pumping music. Every day. So now the digital platform is going to give you that push now.
And do you think we as the South African reggae community are we embracing that? Because I follow a lot of Kenyan reggae, scene, Zimbabwe, and they have a pages where DJs can go and stream on that page,
On that
not
page.
on their personal pages.
100%.
And they get a lot of views from that, and even an unknown DJ, gets the platform to stream for like 500 people at the most.
You see?
Do you think we are embracing that culture, or are we still waiting for, let's say, Corona to end?
I don't know what the other people are doing. I'll be honest with you. I truly can't, say on what they're doing.
So that would mean we if you're not seeing anyone.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing, because I know my other brothers like Kebra and Gigs. They also attempt to do live feeding, and it's up to them now to start that.
Yeah.
So I think it's just to start. It's just to start it. It's just because we started, we're trying to push it. Anybody who wants to come and live stream with us, we'll definitely check out your music. We won't say we're going to go directly and do it. We just want to make sure that you are you're working with excellence. Are you really doing this, or are you just playing around? Because you have a lot of that too. Also, those who just want to play. Okay, see me. You see me. Okay, I'm done. You see, no, we want those we want the best of the best. Let's say like that.
So that how do you see it taking us into the future? Because I see besides doing music, you also do like talks, where you host other people to come talk about different topics. So how do you see this online presence taking us into the future? How can we benefit?
I see the future is great. I will not say that it's going to be disasters ahead. Those who could go online and stream and see what's happening, I think we will definitely grow. We'll give another year. We're still a baby. And this is what? This is now 6 months of lockdown. Yeah, so I think after the lockdown, definitely we'll go further. And I think those who are in, like you, in the music industry, MzansiReggae, and those who are now going to come online, that is going to be more better. We're going to be pushing more, basically. Yeah.
Okay, and let's talk about the family-wise. You and your family. Like you said, you met your wife in Rocky. How long have you been together?
Since 2003.
Yeah.
Since 2003 till now. Yeah.
And how many kids do you have?
There's now going to be 7 total.
7 total?
7 total, yeah. 7 children.
Have you always wanted a big family?
No, but I knew when I came to Africa for a mission. You know what I mean? Yeah. We were taught that we were stolen out of Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm reclaiming back, and let's say like this. I'm one of those who not really. You ever heard of reparations? Yeah. Yeah. That's when they took the African out of Africa, and then they were supposed to give you 40 acres and a mule. Well, they never gave me that 40 acres and a mule. So I put up my middle fingers and said, you know what, I'm going to buy myself a ticket and I'm going to go back. And then my children will collect the 40 acres and a mule. So that was my attitude. Yeah. The more children, the better chances.
I hear you. And I see, is it Fire Prince?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, he's also now,
Yeah, he's now in it. They're all musically, that bass has been in all the belly. You see what I'm saying? So they're all going to come out musically inclined. You know what I mean?
So did he choose that part?
No, that's him. That's him.
Yeah,
that's him.
And would you advise him to,
Definitely.
As far
Definitely.
Why?
Because reggae has always been a part of my life. You see, and I never had no issues with it. It hasn't treated me bad. It took me back. I want to say back. It took me forward to Africa. You know what I mean? It inspired me. Bob, one of the heroes of mine, or people that I admire, was Bob, because Bob came to Zim in 80. I think it was 80 or 81. When was Zim independence? 80, right? Came in 1980. And I heard that Bob took his equipment, the band, and everything, and I heard he didn't charge them. Yeah, he did that for free.
Yeah.
And you can see today that Bob is now loved in that country just for that. You see?
Yeah.
So it wasn't about the money. It was about the longevity. The man is gone, but he's still being played. You see?
Okay. Yeah. Anything else that you feel that I'm missing?
No, I think you got everything there. Just as the MzansiReggae or the reggae community, I just like to say that keep positive, keep away from drama, use drama as a fuel to make you stronger, and practice every day. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, practice your art, or keep the content going and
Yeah.
think positive. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Forward thinking.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right?
you so much.
Yeah, give thanks, sister.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's about
I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
That's it.
thank you.
Keep the carol, reggae.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's it.
What's today?
Mm.